So, Heroes and Generals, this is a free-to-play game on Steam, currently out, and I thought I'd give it a try. I had given this a go a while ago, but it was kind of in beta, like in real closed beta, well, in beta in general. There was a lot of bugs, it wasn't particularly polished, not very well optimized, but I've come back and had a go since. The gameplay you'll be watching will be with the Kar 98K, and I am a German marksman. I will be taking out the Americans. Basically, the whole point of this kind of game mode, it's kind of like capture the outpost sort of thing. So, for those who have played Battlefield, imagine it's kind of like that, but you can't take any other outposts until you've captured the one before. So kind of like it's a progression thing, so you fight over particular territories, if that makes sense. So it's a pretty good idea. I'm enjoying the game thoroughly at the moment. It's brilliant at the moment. Graphically wise, it's not too impressive, but then again, it doesn't really need to be. The gameplay aspect of it is more than capable of keeping you amused for a fairly long time. I've been having a lot of fun playing this recently. I've got my Kar 98K here, which I've quite affectionately named Frederick the Kar 98K. I've also got a nice finish on it, matte black, instead of the standard wood oak. Looks quite nice. Also in my setup I have a C96 pistol, as well as a combat knife, which you saw using me slightly, using slightly earlier. So I thought I'd come up to this particular part here, because we can actually overlook the entire map from this particular point. Might as well just leave that guy go. Wouldn't have had the shot, and it would have given my position away. So yeah, not what. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, the game itself is extremely enjoyable. People were saying that it's too grindy, way too grindy. I'm not gonna hit this guy, am I? No. People were saying it's too grindy and it's pay to win. It's not really pay to win, it's more pay to advance. Because at the end of the day, the whole idea, I think, the progression system works in this. It really does. I enjoyed the progression system, and the way that it's done enables the player to learn the basics and learn or tone their skills before progressing on to the next model. For instance, you start off as a German soldier with the Gua 43, which is kind of like a semi-automatic rifle. But once you've played a few games and you've got the hang of shooting and stuff like that, you unlock the Kar 98, the one without the scope, and that's a bolt action rifle, a bit more powerful, and you can let's try and get this guy here. Yes, and you can essentially use it as more of like a I wouldn't say you couldn't use it as a sniper rifle, but you can definitely use it. It's a powerful gun compared to the Gua. The Gua is kind of like from more to mid-range, close to mid-range, and then you've got the Kar 98s, which are really good at long range and pretty damn good at medium range as well. So I generally go for bolt actions in World War II games purely because I like them. I definitely like this car. Let's see if we can. Where's this guy? Try and get him. Nope. Come on. But yeah, this game is extremely enjoyable, guys. I would highly suggest that you go and... Damn it, how did I not get that guy? But I suggest you go and download it. I know people have been saying for some systems it works really well, but for others, like, it's really FPS heavy. Not entirely sure why, because if my PC can currently cope with running it while recording, I'm sure yours can. Due to the fact my PC is completely broken currently, which isn't all that great. But that's beside the point. Oh, there's a lot of them up here. Ah, sweet, I actually hit that guy. See if we can get him. Ah! Come on. What was that? That was a bike. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, we got a hit on them. That's alright, I guess. But the actual gameplay, the feel of the game is very solid now. When I was originally playing it around, I don't know, a few months ago, oh dear, it didn't quite feel complete. The gameplay mechanics were very clunky and stuff like that, but it's been toned and tweaked a lot now. It's an enjoyable game to play. If you do like World War II games, I do suggest that you download this, purely because of the fact that it's fantastic fun. You can actually get with all your mates and stuff like that. You can go in a squad, and you can choose. The way it works is that you start off with a soldier. You'll progress in the ranks, and you'll be able to kind of unlock different career paths, if that makes sense. So you start off as a soldier, playing your way through the game sort of thing, and then you'll get to like level 2, and it'll give the option to switch your soldier to a tank commander. The only problem with that is that if you do switch them, it basically resets all of your progress, so you lose most of your weapons, which isn't all that great. But what it does enable you to do is that now that you are a tank commander, you'll be able to drive armor into games sort of thing. So essentially, I've got 3 classes at the moment. I have this class, which is my main soldier class, which I kind of use as a marksman. Then I have my tank commander class, which I have about 3 tanks on. I have, well, 4 tanks actually. I got the Panzer 1, the Panzer 2, and the Panzer 38T. I also invested a little bit of money into the game and bought myself a Stug as well. That's always great fun. I've also got another class I'm working on, which is a soldier class, but I'm training him or grinding him to try and be a pilot class, so I can get some aircraft gameplay for you at some point. But seriously, this game is phenomenal. Best World War II game I've played in a long time. Easily one of the best games. Last World War II game that I can kind of associate this with is Red Orchestra. It does feel actually kind of the same as Red Orchestra a little bit, but especially graphically it looks a lot similar. I mean, Red Orchestra is obviously a more complete game, but this is kind of, if you don't have the money, this kind of is worth it, really. It's definitely up there competing. I cannot hit this guy. But yeah, definitely a game that I recommend. But to be honest, I'm actually surprised that there isn't more people playing this. A lot of the people like to play Germans and not enough Americans, which is understandable. I mean, I've always preferred Germany in games over the Allies. I don't know why, I just do. It's just, I prefer the weaponry, prefer the armor, prefer the aircraft. So yeah, but yeah, that's the only problem, that there's a lot more players on Germany than America. So or the US, more to the point. So that's a bit of a shame. How did he not die there? He is now. But yeah, it's pretty good. I gotta admit, it's pretty. Oh, hello. Let's see if we can get you. Stay. You little shit. There we go. But if I was gonna say you're gonna play this game for a long time, I would suggest investing a little bit of money into it, just to help you along. Because if you do, I mean, it's playable. It's more than playable. Not paying any money for it. I mean, as I said, my soldier class, I've grinded this soldier class pretty well. But if you want that extra advantage, I recommend that you do actually invest a little bit of money, possibly buy yourself a soldier or a new weapon, something like that, to make it a little bit more fun, because it can be a bit grindy at first, especially when the matchmaker is a bit off. How did that guy not die from 2 carne shots? I have no clue. But yeah, highly enjoyable game, and I do. Hello. Oh my god, I'm so bad. It shows you I haven't been playing FPS games enough, doesn't it? It's probably the first FPS game I've actually put up on the channel in about, I don't know, 2, actually more than that, 2, 3, 4 months, something like that. Last game was Battlefield, I think. So yeah, not all that great, but you know, I think he's dead. But yeah, we're actually nearly won this game already, so yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, I highly suggest that you go check this out. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to go find it, or download it. It is on Steam. It is free to play, of course. So I highly recommend it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you click that like button below. Subscribe if you're new around here for more Heroes and Generals, actually, because I can actually run it now. So that's always nice. But yeah, take care, guys. I'll see you next time.